Did y'all catch that? Hold up. Let me rewind something real quick. Did you guys see? Did you guys see the lady in the burqa? Hold up, man. Hold up. Let me rewind this. Did you guys see the lady in the burqa? Watch this. Watch. This is weird.
I think, and this was like kind of like a biological switch.
Yeah, I definitely.
Oh shit. My bad.
Studio where I'll be with one another.
Sorry, guys.
Think, and this was like kind of like a biological switch I wasn't ready for in myself, but like
Watch.
when
Upper right hand corner.
they give off like they would be a good dad, like that's such a weird, awkward, like
That's a little bit weird, isn't it? That's a little bit weird. I don't know.
attraction trait that I was never prepared for to find attractive. But I think it means like, for example, like they're reliable, they're consistent.
So now they're talking about traits that make men attractive.
Like they're dependable, like they follow through with what they say. Like that's something that I think is very attractive. So yeah.
Okay, so let me pause it here quickly. So you guys can't see the girl in the bottom left, but that's fine. 9 out of 10 ain't bad. But what do we notice about most of the women? What do we notice about most of the women here, guys? Yeah, they're all old. They're all over the age of, what, 30? Or not all of them. Over the age of 35. She is definitely, okay, top left. She is definitely over 30. Lady in the blue, over 30. Lady in the white looks pretty close to 30. The girl with the flower in her hair, she looks like she's in her 20s, and to me, she's the most attractive. She's the most attractive. So congratulations to her for renouncing feminism at such a young age. The lady in the, we'll call her Miss Haram, she's definitely in her 30s. The girl in the lower left-hand corner, she looks like she could be in her late 20s. The one there with the in front of the arrows looks like she could be in her late 20s. The one in the middle, bottom middle, looks like she's probably in her late 20s. The redhead, easily in her 50s. The woman on the bottom right, definitely over 30. Definitely over 30. We say this all the time, guys. We say this, oops. We say this all the time. And I just said it. The women that come on to the show, the women that come on to the show that tend to have the most sense, the kinds of women who acknowledge the differences in, you know, female and male attraction, typically older women.
So let's talk about men in the friend zone. I think I see 100 different titles and videos and posts and TikToks and Instagram.
My goal?
Sorry, guys.
Intimacy drive.
I think, and this was like kind of like a biological switch I wasn't ready for in myself, but like when they give off like they would be a good dad, like that's such a weird, awkward, like attraction trait that I was never prepared for to find attractive. But
okay, so this is a girl who's been told, that single fathers are just as unattractive for long-term relationships as single mothers. We all know that is absolutely false. That's cap.
Stop the cap.
Women will say, well, I don't want to date a single father. Well, why not? Well, if they don't want to date single mothers, I don't want to date a single father. Sweet cheeks. Single fathers are inherently far more attractive than single mothers because that is proof. That is proof of their sexual attractiveness. A woman allowed him to smash her so many times, she actually got pregnant during the 4 days she could get pregnant. With single moms, it didn't work that way.
I think it means like, for example, like they're reliable, they're consistent, like they're dependable, like they follow through with what they say. Like that's something that I think is very attractive.
Reliable, dependable, and consistent. That's what makes men attractive. Here's what these women are not telling you. Here's what these women are not telling you. You see, there is a big difference between attractive and arousing. Yes, what she just said, reliable and steady and consistent, those are all attractive qualities for men to have. But women don't respond viscerally to dependable, reliable, consistent. They respond viscerally to volatility, unpredictability, things of that nature. So while these are traits that make men attractive, that does not mean it makes a woman want to go to bed with you. And a woman is not going to be in a relationship with you if she doesn't want to go to bed with you. Unless, of course, you're in the friend zone. Let's continue.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about men in the friend zone. I think I see 100 different titles and videos and posts and TikToks and Instagram. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this friend zone is just like such a thing that people talk about.
So at a time, I will say it was very unfair to men. I would keep them in a friend zone just to keep my options open, which is hypocritical because I wouldn't want a man to do that to me. But I definitely took advantage of those things in my 20s.
Oh, there it is. Confirmed. She's definitely in her 30s.
And it's selfish. And I think when a man respects himself enough to be like, don't keep me waiting, I'm not going to entertain you when you entertain me, then you can get out of the friend zone in a very quick way if it's done like tactfully. And it's like, listen, don't string me along.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me let her finish.
This is what I want. If it's not you, just... And then I'm like, oh, well, I haven't seen you in this light, actually. I kind of saw you as someone who's always going to be there. But maybe the fear of losing you makes me assess, like, what you mean to me.
Stop the cap.
Just the fact that you're taking on this more direct approach of, like, I know you have a bunch of guys, but this is what I want, and I'm not competing with anybody. Don't waste my time. Bye. Then I'm like, oh, hold on 1 second. You know, it's happened to me.
Oh, please. So what Ms. Haram is telling, what she would have us believe, is that all you have to do is tell the girl who has friend zoned you, I'm not here for that. I want something more. And all of a sudden, I'll just see you in another light. Are you kidding me? Guys, this is why you do not listen to women about how to be attractive to women as a man. They are all going to tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear.
Like one time, I'm not...
She is giving you advice. Again, women give you advice. The kind of dating, the kind of dating advice women give in terms of what they prefer, they're giving you advice that best suits them. That means friend zone. They're not going to tell you what really turns them on because they would look bad.
It happens all the time. But when someone respects themselves enough to speak up and say, I know the game that you're playing and I'm not going to participate, I'm like, wow, okay, I have to respect you because you're commanding.
Stop the cap.
Stop it. Give me a break.
Over time, those amazing friendships, they do want something more. And I don't, and the same thing, I used to be naive and think, you know, they think like I do, like we're just amazing friends. But
stop the cap.
Unbelievable. More cap. Every girl who has a dude in the friend zone knows that the dude in the friend zone wants to smash. This girl wants us to believe, well, I mean, I thought we were platonic, so I thought the guy thought we were platonic. I didn't know any. Oh, my God. Get out of here.
A lot of times they don't.
Look, check this out. The reason why girls can never verbally acknowledge that they know the dude they have friend zone wants to smash him is because if they do, then the jig is up. They can no longer justify having that dude around. If her and everyone around her verbally acknowledges, okay, he wants to smash, well, why have him around if he wants to smash but you don't? Then they would have to admit, yes, I'm using him. So they pretend to be ignorant of the man's desires. Every girl who has a dude in the friend zone absolutely positively knows he wants more. Fuck out of here.
And that's why we have the idea of they can remain in the friend zone, but I think guys want more, and they have to understand that we don't always see it that way, and we want to just keep them as friends.
Yeah, I definitely.
Yes, we trust me, we know that. Thank you for telling me.
Like if they have strong opinions that I should feel a certain way without getting to know what I think and feel, that's very frustrating to me. I move away.
Okay, so it's things that men do that are frustrating and hurtful.
From that quickly.
Can you give me give me an example.
Yeah. When they say some of the comments, I say I shouldn't feel that way, or they're surprised I think that, or why would you feel that way? And I'm open to a discussion with it, but it's more of a you're stupid for thinking this. You should think my way.
I'm sorry, who the hell is saying you're stupid for thinking this? You should think my way. Who is saying that? Who is saying that? Gentlemen, you lead by example.
Drives me nuts. And one guy I went out with, and he's like, I can't believe I'm with the hot girl from the dance. I'm like, okay, no. You're with me. Get to know me. I'm not that. So they kind of build up.
Oh, I'm not that. Translation, I'm not that anymore. I'm not that anymore. Here's where the guy fucked up. The guy fucked up because he told her, I can't believe I got the hot girl from the dance. So already he has put his value lower than hers.
This perception of who I'm going
This is your competition, gentlemen.
to be in, this expectation that I'm never going to be able to meet, instead of just getting to know me.
I think being in alignment with your integrity. So when you say you're going to do something, just do it. Like, don't talk about it, just do it. So I think that's a big hang up for me. Like, I'd rather see you do it than hear about you maybe doing it, not do it.
Ah, okay. So this is the type of woman who's been sold a dream by more than one man in her life, right? She's been sold a dream by more than one man in her life. I tell Devin I'm going to do stuff all the time. Sometimes I'll change my mind. Sometimes I'll change course. But Devin knows that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to fucking do it. Now, sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'll take the trash. I'll take the trash out in 5 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour, hour and a half. I never hear about it. I never hear about it. It is what it is, right? But as far as like the important stuff that we do, if I tell Devin I'm going to do something, she is going to do it. I am absolutely positively going to do it. If a woman, if women are frustrated with men who keep telling them they're going to do something, but then they don't do it, that's on you. That's a you problem. This means you're picking bums.
So just do it and be done. But I think the talk it's cheap, and I don't watch men's words anymore. I watch their actions, and
there's another red pill. There's another red pill copycat. There's another red pill copycat. One of the first tenets of the red pill that we tend to discuss at length, especially in the beginning, is don't listen to what she says, watch what she does, right? But men, we speak very plainly. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say. This is just how men in general are. Are there some men out there who say one thing and do another? Yeah, of course. These men are called bums. Say what you're going to do what you're going to say. If you're the type of dude who has a reputation for not doing shit you say you're going to do, then your woman is going, the women that you deal with are going to see you that way.
form my judgment based off the actions, not off the words. Words are a dime a dozen.